Alright, the next video is about my keys, my synths. This is the first one that I bought from Naples. I never actually learned how to use it, to be honest, but yeah, it's got a lot of good sounds, good factory settings actually. The hip hop one is quite good. There's two sides, 8 on each, so 16 banks. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I've mainly used it as a MIDI keyboard. Then we've got this, which is the Bontempi Basic, which is a polyphonic electric keyboard. It looks cool. That's about it. The sounds are not great, to be honest. It doesn't sound great, but it was free and it's small and I like the look, so cool. Then we have this one, which I really love. This is the first keyboard that I had before the Korg, before I had a synthesizer, and I really love this. It's a Casio from the 90s, SA35. It's got these different instruments which sound absolutely shite, if I'm being honest, but if you run it through effects, for example the strings, I've used this through reverse reverb and it sounds really good. I've used it for some of my tracks, so yeah, I love that one. And then we've got this, which is the Volca Keys by Korg, and I bought this out of frustration of not knowing how to use this one. This one's really easy to use. It's not just a basic polyphonic synth, but it's also a sequencer, so you can record, play whatever you want, play it back, and add effects. We've got delay, feedback time, and then you've got all these different parameters here. Just generally, yeah, it's a wicked synth, and it only costs like 200, I don't remember, 200 euros. This was like 400 euros, and these were free. Then let's go over to this, the Pocket Operator by Teenage Engineering, which looks a bit daunting, but it is actually, it's amazing. It's a sampler and sequencer, so you can sample through the built-in microphone here. Don't know if you can see that microphone, or we have an input, so you can sample up to 40 seconds. You've got 8 melodic banks and 8 drum banks, and yeah, you sequence stuff and it sounds cool, but you know, it's better if you run it through another effects processor, whatever. Okay, on to the big boy shit. This is my main instrument that I use for everything. This is my OP1 by Teenage Engineering. It's amazing, but it has a lot of downfalls. It's not by any means perfect. It's a 4-track tape machine, so you can record on 4 different tracks. You've got synth, drum, the tape machine, and there's effects as well. If you yeah, so here's delay, for example. You know, you can change all these parameters. You've got the delay is actually my favorite effect on here, but then I also use the cow, which is another type of delay. but it's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really good. So I use that a lot. And then the latest thing that I've bought, which I still don't know how to use very well. Actually, this is very complicated. This is the Organelle S by Critter and Guitari. It's got wooden keys, but I actually really like this. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the OP1, but different. The OP1 has 4 tracks to record to. You can make complete songs, whereas this is not the same thing. You can't make full tracks on there. With Aurac, which is a program created by I can't remember his name, but yeah, Mark something, the something bear, Techno Bear, that's his name. Yeah, you can kind of put effects and sequences and synthesizers, everything together, but it's complicated. It's not like this. This is easy. You've got a big screen, you understand everything what's going on here. Right here you've got a very small screen, but let's say this is more about sound design and this is more about recording. Yeah, together they're kind of a dream team, but I haven't worked that out yet. So they're my synths.